The next is the best demo I've ever received in my life to this day. And I literally couldn't believe when I got it. The background is that after my parents died, my aunt became a substitute mother for me, and we became extremely close. That's Joe's mother, and so we grew up together. And I would visit her. She went to live in Fort Lauderdale, and I would go down there 3 or 4 times a year. And word got to Barry Gibb, the great Barry Gibb, that I was coming down there with that degree of frequency. And I got a note that the next time I go down there, because he had a home in Miami, would I come for lunch? So, of course, now, obviously, the Bee Gees' history is up there in the top 5 of all time, but he had just come off doing the Guilty album with Streisand, and he had shown what he could do as a producer and writer for artists. So I made an alphabetized artist roster. I put it in the vest pocket of my jacket, and I go to dinner. We had a great lunch, and after lunch, he nicely volunteered and said, you're a song man. I would love to do something with you. And I said, with the hope of that and the expectation of that. And I took out my artist roster, alphabetized, and I gave him 3 pages, and he starts going down on page 1, doesn't show any emotion whatsoever. He goes to page 2, the same thing occurs, and not a flicker. I said, oh my God. And he gets to page 3, and he goes down, and his eyes light up. And he said, Dionne Warwick. He said, oh my God, Dionne Warwick. I will write a song for Dionne Warwick. I said, when? And he said, you're going to get a demo in, I would say 10 days. This is a totally true story. I got this demo 10 days later. I could not believe it. The demo was a hit. And you're saying, who would give up this song? I mean, he's singing the demo. It's a #1 record for the Bee Gees when you hear it. But in his vision, he said, I'm going to give this song to Dionne Warwick. Well, I heard it, I loved it, and I'm going to add this dimension to it because it's a measure of someone, and I've always try to learn from it, the height of his success, height of his influence, his creativity. I call him up and I say, we love it. Where should she go? And he said, listen, Clive, I'm the producer. She's the artist. I'm a man. She's a woman. You tell me where I will have to go to record it. I've never forgotten that, and certainly shared that with my offspring as the measure of a real person.